Actor Jim Carrey taking time away from Hollywood to devote himself to political art. His latest work, a garish portrait of White House press secretary Sarah Sanders. The message that he tweeted called her a so-called Christian whose only purpose in life is to lie for the wicked. Monstrous, he says. Here to discuss is Director of Urban Engagement for Turning Point USA, Candace Owens. Candace, great to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So what was your reaction to this?
I mean, look, it's the typical double standard that we see on the left. What I'm so impressed with is just how quickly the double standard seems to take place. It was, 48 hours ago that Connor Lamb was saying that any and all comments made against Nancy Pelosi were sexist, but I'm not holding my breath for him to say the exact same thing about our press secretary, Sarah Sanders.
Yeah, you're right. There is a double standard there. And don't they preach and march and protest and have women's marches and they say tolerance, tolerance, tolerance? Where's the tolerance here?
There absolutely is no tolerance. They're completely hypocritical in every single regard. We see this time and time again. But fortunately, conservatives, they just don't view themselves as victims. So I don't think Sarah Sanders is going to respond to this. It's over and over again that they attack her, and she's been absolutely resilient against every attack.
Her dad was a minister before he became governor, and Jim Carrey is attacking her faith, too. He says this is a portrait of a so-called Christian. What's your reaction to that?
It's ugly, and you're right. It's not Christian-like whatsoever. But like I said, we've seen this from the beginning. It's not going to stop. And I think it's a moment for us as conservatives to just look better, to take the upper hand and to say, you know what, you can keep leveling these attacks against us, but we're not going to respond to it with the exact same ugliness because we have more to offer, more education, better comments. We can argue with logic. We don't need to argue with ad hominem attacks all the time.
Jim Carrey, there was a Valentine's Day painting that he posted, and it said it was a bouquet of flowers, and on his website it says, "This painting offers an expression of love and appreciation to womankind and the signal of welcome to all sacred feminine tenderness." So apparently he's celebrating women unless you're conservative?
That's exactly right, and that is exactly what modern feminism seems to be today, is that they celebrate women, but only if women think exactly like they do. And that's, again, always what we see on the left. You have to subscribe to exactly what they think, or else you will get attacked. So, again, hypocrisy, hypocrisy is thy name.
Well, I know you grew up in a family of Democrats. You were a Democrat yourself until about a year ago. What is your message for the left that feels the way that Jim Carrey feels?
You know, I just want to let them know that they can just argue our points. They can argue with logic. They don't constantly have to be attacking the way we look. Just because they don't like this president or his administration doesn't mean that Sarah Sanders is deserving of that. And I want them to know that America as a whole is tired of this culture of victimhood. It really is enough. And at the end of the day, this is crass, lowbrow behavior, and they can be better than this.
Yeah, it's just angry and nasty. Thanks so much, Candace, for weighing in on this. Great to see you on this Monday. We'll see you soon.
Great seeing you as well. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.